Day. We are celebrating another food holiday that I just couldn't resist. After all, it involves chocolate. Here's this week's Brittany's Bites. Okay, so you may have heard, or maybe not, that today is National Chocolate Mousse Day. Very, very specific, right? So we're gonna make chocolate mousse, but we're gonna make one that's so easy that you're never gonna wanna order it in the restaurant again because you're gonna say, I can make this at home, it's so easy. 3 or 4 simple ingredients, that's it. All right, so I have my stand mixer here. I had this bowl chilling in the fridge for a little bit. That really helps the whipping cream come together very, very quickly. And speaking of, this is the first ingredient, heavy whipping cream. We're just gonna put 1.5 cups into the stand mixer and get it going. All right, I'm gonna measure up. You can see it's definitely heavy whipping cream. Got my 1.5 cups there, just about. Gonna pour that in. And I'm gonna get that going just a little bit, and then we'll go to our next ingredients. I'm gonna start that going. All right, here we go. It's gonna get loud. Okay, we got that going just a little bit, so we're gonna go to our next ingredient, and that is cocoa powder, whatever you have. I'm actually almost out, so I'm glad that this recipe only calls for about 1/4 cup. But because you want your mousse to be nice and smooth, you're gonna wanna sift it. Okay, we've got about 1/4 cup there. I'm going to sift it in here. Okay, nice and sifted. Looks really good, so we're gonna pour this in here. And then to that, we're also going to add 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and sift that too. Okay, we have all of that 1/2 cup of powdered sugar sifted now, so I'm gonna add that too. Perfect. Now we're gonna really get it going. Okay, we've almost got our stiff peaks completely formed. I'm gonna take this off just so I can scrape down the sides a bit, and then we're gonna add in our very last ingredient. See how easy this came together? Just one little dish here. And the last ingredient, you don't even really have to add. I'm gonna do a little almond extract just to give it another little oomph. All right. This is my vanilla, just a little 1/2 teaspoon here. There we go. And I'm gonna pop this back on and finish it up. But I am gonna do a topping too. I just couldn't leave it at that. You can leave it at that. I think it's done. We've got nice, fluffy, smooth mousse. Just take a look at that. All right, I'm gonna take this off because I decided I'm not gonna leave it just at the chocolate mousse. I'm gonna make a little topping. So what we'll do is we'll just show you how we can put it in a little dish here, and you could be all done with it. Got my spoon just in case. You can do a nice little piping bag too, by the way, but I just didn't have one handy. All right, we're just gonna put that in there. Oh, it looks so great. You could absolutely leave it just like this, but I'm gonna set this to the side here, and I just happen to have an extra bowl and an extra little whisk candy. So we're gonna make some homemade whipped cream because we've already got the ingredients here. We've already used them, so why not just take it a step further? Okay, so because we're just using this as a topping, we're gonna go with 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream and then 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, and put that in. I'm gonna be a little loosey-goosey with this. I'm not gonna sift the powdered sugar this time. So we've got that much. Actually, I think I'm just gonna do 1/4 cup, which is about half of what this is. And then a little vanilla. This is when I just sort of start eyeballing everything. But hey, sometimes it turns out great. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a lot of vanilla. There we go. Now I'm just gonna get this going, whip this into heavy, stiff peaks, and we'll be good to go. Okay, we've got now the whipped cream ready to go as well, nice and fluffy. So this is how you can make it look fancy. And again, it's just a home dessert. But this is what you could order in a restaurant and they'll charge you a fortune for it. So I'm just gonna put a little plop of whipped cream right there. And again, whipped cream from scratch is always just so much better than what you can buy in the store. And it's so easy to make, it's absolutely worth it. Okay, and then again, we could leave it at this, but why not make it even fancier? I just have a regular old chocolate bar here, whatever kind you want to get. I'm gonna break off a piece, and then just take your little grater here, your zester, if you've got one, and then go to town. And there, how cute is that? We have homemade chocolate mousse, easy, easy, easy to make. Why not celebrate the holiday this way? Cheers. Well, I definitely love seeing your takes on my recipes as well. Take a look at this. This gorgeous picture came from my best friend Susan from a recent dinner with her husband Andy and their daughter Bryn. It's her take on my pasta primavera, but with chicken added. You may remember that. It got a thumbs up, I'm told. If you have a picture you'd like to share or an idea for a future recipe, you can text us at 614-460-3345 or find me on social media.